The church in Rome was made up of religious Jews combined with pagans from a Gentile world with little training on how to live a clean life. But when those pagans left their gods and their traditions behind, you can imagine their shock at seeing mature Christians eating meats at the temple of an idol while completely disregarding the heathenism surrounding them. Even the meats themselves might have been idol food. Those who ate the meats were dismissive of the concerns of those who didn't. Those who didn't eat were horrified by those who did. This is an impossible problem to solve. We can't just tell those who are truly shaken in their faith by eating idol food just to get over it. Neither can we tell those who are eating that they must become vegetarians because of someone else's scruples. So what can we do? What can we do? Throughout Romans chapter 14, Paul guides them with a series of do's and don'ts. Don't despise, condemn, or do things to trip up those who disagree with you. Do not grieve your brethren. Do not destroy them. Do receive, welcome, and accept your brethren. Pursue peace and build them up. Bear with them. Seek to please them rather than yourself. Accept them as Christ has accepted you. We're in the midst of a pandemic. That pandemic has brought out many ways in which brethren disagree. Be aware that disagreements do not affect just the way we think, but more importantly, our spiritual life and the way we connect with God and with one another. So let's give special attention to the way we think about one another, and in turn, the way we treat one another. The wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, open to reason, full of mercy and good fruits, impartial and sincere, and a harvest of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. Before you speak or post or react to the same, ask yourself these questions. Should my opinion account more than others? Are my insights better than others? Am I smarter or better than other people? Do I have an idea that no one else has thought of before, or am I just repeating talking points in an argument? The Apostle Paul wrote that what should come out of our mouths or out of our keystroke are only such as is good for building up, as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. During these strange times we are living in, for most of us, we're not so much faced with mortal danger as we are with spiritual danger. Let's all renew our commitment to caring for others rather than focusing on our own preferences. It's the otherworldly solution to an otherwise insoluble problem.